Hi, my name is Joshua here, and this is my response to the first intuitions assignment. So to start, I would say that, my response to the barbecue photo that was put on the assignment page would be that it reminds me a lot of when I was younger and we used to have like big summer barbecues at my house. Like my father would cook hamburgers, hot dogs, corn on the cob. There was even grilled pineapple at one time, and it would remind me of just getting to hang out with my family. And then sometimes like our neighbors would come over, and like we would have like different like things, like we'd play in the backyard. We would do a bunch of different fun games, activities, and it was like a real bonding moment for me and my family, which was really nice. Another one other moment with that would also be like my older brother, like he would help cook on the barbecue, and it'd be like really fun to like watch him like experiment because he's a chef and everything. So like he would go all out, come up with like a bunch of different things to make and like do different things. So the barbecue photo brings back some fond memories of like childhood and just like family bonding, which is definitely nice. Moving forward onto that, my impression on Socrates is honestly, I don't know what to make of him just yet. He seems very interesting. Don't get me wrong, very interesting. I feel as if that his viewpoints and the way he approaches situations is very unique and definitely captivating to an audience. I think he knows how to address a space very well and take command of the room while also like not making him sound like some arrogant asshole or something. Pardon my French. Um, but I, excuse me. I would say that he's overall just really interesting. I'm struggling to find the word that I'm looking for with this, but he has this some sort of uniqueness to him that I would say not many people nowadays are really at all ever had. Something along those lines of like being able to come up with a very specific question out of thin air, even being able to respond to somebody's takeaway from something and like 180 it or flip it to be like something completely different while still remaining relevant to the conversation at hand or the theme that's at play is really interesting. I think that definitely learning more in this class would be able to give me more insight into who he is and like how he functions, which is something that I am interested in learning about and actually getting to like experience. Excuse me. Um, Also, he, the way that he tackles certain conversations is it's like an enigma to me, but I know it's like really intriguing. Like from like the readings and the videos that we've watched, like seeing how he approaches a situation is very different than what I'm used to seeing or experiencing. So I find it really interesting and am excited to learn more. Um, in regards to like how I would address him, like if I was in a conversation with him and I would like I don't know how that would play out because I'm personally rational, logical. I don't do a lot of like irrational thinking or very far out there thinking, but I do like um thought provoking topics and very like in depth conversation. Like debating I find enjoyable because it's like you get to really dig deep and like um learn about the topic at hand while also debating in like a friendly sense, I would say, like not going at each other's throats, but debating in a manner where like you both research something, come up with different viewpoints, different topics to discuss, and then you slowly move further out there into like defending those viewpoints while also trying to learn about the other side. So I would say, I feel like if I were to talk to Socrates, him and I would have a very logistical back and forth. Like we would it would definitely be I would stumble a lot, I would say, but I think it would be honestly really enjoyable, and like I think I would learn a lot about myself and like be able to put deeper thoughts into motion and be able to move ideas around a little better, if that makes sense. Um and then a contemporary figure that I would I guess I another thing that I find that might be similar to Socrates is I feel like it's a long shot, but it might make sense. Is Sigmund Freud is the father of philosophy, not philosophy, psychology. Um, there's just I don't know. I don't have like exact reasoning for it, but there's just something about the two of them that like clicks in my head. Like the father of psychology, like the father of philosophy, almost like they both had very unique approaches to their respective studies and like the fields that they were in, and I feel like they revolutionized the way people think, and they did it confidently. That they didn't just like say like they didn't say, oh, I think this is this, and if someone challenged them, they would back down. They'd be like, no, it's this and this because of X, Y, and Z. I think they're very different people, and like very I think they're very different people just off their own, but I also think that they have that level of confidence and audacity even to defend their reasoning and logic and be valid in their defense. And yeah, thank you.